There she goes. Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling, fun Friday. Yay! I have a treat. I have a puppy. What's a treat? Hang on, we're going to break this off. This is one of her raptor scraps that she got today. That's good. You want another piece? You? Get kisses? Kiss? What was that? Come on, kiss. She's got the motion, she just doesn't make the connection. I don't know if you can. Can you high five? Oh, good girl. It was beautifully done. Can you shake? Shake. Good girl. You're doing all the tricks, and you're sitting pretty. She's so funny. She's so cute. Come here. She just put a paw on the mouse. Here you go. And look at the screen. There we go. Everybody gets to see. Get a kiss from Mama? Oh, good girl. There you go. Good girl. You can stay there if you want. You want to come sit next to Mama? Nope, we're out of here. Camera's on. No treats to be found. We're out. I hope you enjoyed that little part of the show today. Oh, did I put that? Oh, I've got to make sure because this goes so close to the edge of the table. I get a little nervous with it and everything. But how was your super fantastic, sparkling, fun Friday? Mine was full of surprises. It was awesome. So after I did my, let's see, we went for a walk this morning. It's currently 105 outside for those wanting to know, because people keep asking me, how hot is it? How hot is it? It's 105, which, Alexa, what's 105 Fahrenheit and centigrade? 105 degrees Fahrenheit, about 40.56 degrees Celsius. 40.56 degrees Celsius, yes. So it's a little on the warm side. If you're hearing a noise, it is Zeffie playing with one of her new toys. She got her bark box today, her bark box for June. So if you want to see what's in the bark box for June, then go over to Zeffie's Great Adventures, which is the Facebook group we have set up for Zeffie, and you'll see a replay of the live there of us doing the unboxing. It was a lot of fun, and she's now got one of the toys that she's quite happily squeezing because it makes noise. Yes, I'm hearing you. Yeah, so she enjoyed that, and then she went and slept. After we did the unboxing, she was off and sleeping because she was done with the treats. I wasn't giving her any more. But I got a nice surprise in the mail. I'm going to show you this. See? Oh, what the hell have I done now? Hang on. It's doing weird things here. Okay, I think we're good again. So this is my pile of surprises from in the mailbox today. They were all for my half birthday. My half birthday was on the 9th of this month. And so these are all, it's your half birthday. See how cool these are? These are really cool cards. And that's on the back. And thank you, Tony. And she's got a little message inside. I like that. Make your own magic. I always make my own magic. It's only your half birthday, but you can still celebrate it wholeheartedly. I like that. This was a nice to meet you card from my friend Cindy. We were at the same event together, so it looks like for the people that she met there, she sent, that it was nice to meet you at Networking Riches, and she had a couple of the pictures from that were shown in there on that as well. This was a half birthday, happy half birthday, and this is from Walter, and it's got all these sprinkles. I love sprinkles. And just sprinkle your day with some fun. I love that. Thank you, Walter. And then this one is from Rick. Half of a card is all you get. So, okay. And on the inside it says, Helen, you get the other half of the card in 6 months. You're welcome. I love it. And then this is from my friend Gail. She's got Wild and Crazy, right? When was the last time you were a kid celebrating that half birthday milestone? So do it. Be a kid today. Because we're really all kids at heart, right? And it was sort of my half birthday card. That's pretty cool. I like that. And happy half birthday to you with balloons and writing and all that in there. And it came up with this popcorn, and on the label it says, don't pop the balloons, pop the popcorn and celebrate your half birthday. It's like, cool, that's awesome. And then this one here is pretty cool too. It's a nice black card color. I love colors on black backgrounds. They look really awesome. And then she's just got a writing inside here. It's my friend Gabriella. We are excited to have the opportunity to recognize your half birthday because it gives us a chance to celebrate you. Thank you. Oh, and it comes with ass kicking kettle corn. And it says sweet and salty. And then underneath sweet and salty in very tiny letters, it says to perfection, not hot. I'm like, okay, I know of the ass kicking brand because they do a lot of different types of hot sauces. They do these hot popcorns. So I'm not sure about this one, even though it says sweet and salty to perfection, not hot. I'm a little cautious about this one because I know that this is a brand of hot sauces. So thank you for that, Gabriella. So that was my little surprises in the mailbox today, along with, are you coming? She's back for more. I don't have any more, see? Empty hands. See, hands are empty. But if you want hugs, we're always open for hugs. Yeah. But my monthly doTERRA order was there, so that was really cool. I got to stock up on some stuff I was out of. And I'm trying, and they've got these really cool things. Oh, this is the cool one. That's got the yoga collection in it. And I was looking at these different scented oils, and I realized they came in a pack, and it was cheaper to buy them in the pack. But you get Anchor, which is, I'm going to put the other light on here. It's going to get very bright here right now. Oh, that's bright. It's Anchor, which is a strengthening blend. I think it says strengthening. Steadying. Sorry, steadying. These are to do with your steadying. So it helps you steady. Then you've got a line, which is a centering brand. They're written in dark colors. And then there is a Rise, which is enlightening. And these are designed for yoga and meditation. And I thought, awesome. And the descriptions on them sounded really cool. I'm going to give them a try. And so I was getting ready to put them in the cart. And then I was browsing through things. And I found they had a set. It was actually cheaper to get the set than it was to buy them individually. So I got myself the set. So I can't wait to use those in my diffuser. And then they have these really cool little health kits. And these health kits come, and I've done most of them. This is the last one. This is the relief kit. And each month they send you, yes, I hear you. Sorry, it's got a crease in it because I have it in the thing. But this one is relief kit number 1. And there's a series of 3 of them, and one each month. And this one is all around the deep blue, which is really good for muscle soreness and that sort of thing. So you get deep blue rub samples. There's little packets in here, but this is not part of the kit. But I have this. It's roll-on deep blue roll-on oil. I have that, which I put on my wrist when my wrist gets sore and that, and then I put my support thing over it. Oh, it feels so good with that on there. But that doesn't come in the kit. So in the kit, they have the deep blue rub. They have the deep blue polyphenol complex, which helps with muscle recovery after exercise and stuff. They have the deep blue soothing blend. So this is the oil version of this, and the oil version of the cream. So it's your mixing blend. Then they have the Aromatouch, which is a massaging blend. And they also have a massage ball in there with a little deep blue logo on it. And this has been really nice. I've been sitting here in the afternoon and just rolling and just having it on the thing and just rolling my joints, my lower arm over this thing just to help loosen everything up a little bit. So yes, that was in there today, which was kind of cool. And I got some more of my turmeric. So yeah, got some more of my turmeric. Oops. So that was this kit, and then next month I'll get relief kit number 2, and then in August I'll have relief kit number 3, which is the last of the series. But it comes in this really cool little pouch, and the contents are designed. It comes in that pouch on the first shipment. The next 2 shipments come in these really cool little, almost like paper bags, but made out of cardboard. They're really cool. But it reminds me of packed lunches and paper bags. And so the other 2 will come in these cardboard things that look like paper bags. And there'll be different oils and things in there all around the deep blue theme of that. I've done the respiratory one. I've done the sleep one. done the digestive, and they all have stuff in there, and it's designed for the contents to be used within 30 days. And help you with whichever it is. So there was sleep, there was digestion, there was calmness. I think it was calmness or meditation or something like that. But it had all the serenity stuff in there. So that was kind of cool. So that was this morning's run. I had to go get the mail. Then I get to work on the chat this afternoon to find out we've got Monday off. I'm like, wait, what? But because it's Juneteenth on Sunday, it's a federal holiday, but because it falls on Sunday, they're observing it on Monday. So I've got Monday off work. I'm like, I got a bonus day. Yay! So I like bonus days. So now I was like, what can I do with bonus days? I thought I could get creative. I could do some art journaling. I could just do a movie day. I could do some writing. I could do all sorts of things. So I don't know what I'm going to do on Monday, but Monday's a federal holiday, so the post office will be closed, and which means if the post office closed, we're closed. So that's kind of cool at work. And so it's sort of like, wow. And I was like, okay, so what is this Juneteenth? Because I had never done anything where it was observed before with a holiday or anything like that. So according to Wikipedia, it is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. It is also often observed for celebrating African American culture. Awesome. It has some really cool cultural stuff too. Originating in Galveston, Texas, it has been celebrated annually on June 19th in various parts of the United States since 1865. And the first time I heard of Juneteenth was, I think it was last year. It's something that I had never heard of before. And I was sort of like, what is this? So go and have a look and all of that sort of thing. And so like, we get to learn about a new culture. That's awesome. And so I'm kind of excited about that day. So I'll probably do some research on that. And I've got a thing through from one of my genealogy websites that's got a whole thing about Juneteenth, so I'm going to go read that as well. And then one of the genealogy magazines I just got has an article in there on Juneteenth and doing research and all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to go and have a read of that too. So learning is going to be part of Monday. Actually, I might do that on Sunday, since it's actually on Sunday, but we don't observe it till Monday. I don't know, but it will be in there, and I'll research it and tell you what But there is one. There was one article in one of my magazines that actually talks about one of the families that they've traced back, and so I'm going to go and read that article, and because I love reading the article. One of the things I love is that in the journals that they have in the magazines and in the journals for the societies, so the different genealogy societies may have like a newsletter or a magazine that comes out, and they have these research papers in there where people have gone and done all this research. And of course, that was one of the classes that I did back in January at my genealogy class for a week, was all about sources. And when you're doing your research, is citing your sources. And so now I'm more interested when I'm reading the articles. There's, some of them have like half a page of footnotes. Like here's the article on the top half of the page, and here's half a page of footnotes to go with it, because they've had to cite all the different sources that were mentioned above. And so going through and reading them and then finding their sources and stuff like that too is pretty cool. So I take more of a note on the source. Whereas before I would just read the story or read the research paper about the story of these people and how they were found and everything else, which was pretty cool. And so they've got this article about this African-American family in there for this month. And so I'm excited to be able to find time to sit down and read it. So I'll be able to read that. But there's also, who was it? I can't remember the person on TikTok, but there's at least one that I know of. There may be more. And they go in, and she goes into the cemeteries in the area, and she's got permission from the different organizations that she needs to get permission from to go in, and she cleans the headstones. And while she's doing the TikTok thing, she's, it shows you her cleaning the headstones and stuff, but she's telling you the story of the people that's mentioned on the headstone. And I was like, this is so cool. And some of the and like one of them, she was cleaning a headstone, and she was saying, now, this is the son of, and she mentioned this person's name, and this person doesn't have a headstone, but this is her story. And I was like, that's really fascinating. these two people, like the mother and her son, did not have their headstones. And the reason that there were no headstones for them was because of who they were. And they were famous, but not the good type of famous. And nobody actually really knows where they're buried, which is why there's no headstone for them. But she came across this article about this family, about these mother and son, and so researched it and was able to tell the story on the TikTok thing. So it's actually really cool to go and listen to that. But there was one she did. Oh, what was the guy's name? Can't remember the guy's name, but he had 5 wives and 28 children. I think it was. That was one I came across this morning, and I was like, I got to go back and watch that one again, because it was just had so much detail in there about this person. And but it was all part of the beginning of the Mormon faith here in the US, and about how he was kicked out of different states, and as he traveled across, and of course they all ended up in Utah. And so it's about and so she was telling the story about this guy, and yeah, he had something like 5 wives and 28 children, is what the record is, what she had found. And so I was sort of like, okay, I got to go back and listen to this again, because I had, when I was at the class in January, one of the presenters was talking about how to tell your family's story by using other people's stories. And again, the Mormon faith came into it this way, because it was as they were traveling across the US to towards Utah and things along the way and everything else, they would stop at different areas. And so his, was he 5th great-grandfather, I think it was one of the great-grandfathers that he had, and he couldn't find a lot of information about him. So he started following the rumors, and he followed the rumors and uncovered letters that mentioned this great-grandfather of his in there. He uncovered newspaper articles about this, because there was a rumor was that the great-grandfather had gone in this direction, but it turns out he hadn't actually gone the whole way. He'd only gone part of the way, and he was actually asked by the leader to stay there to finish the building off that they were working on at the time. And so through other people's stories, he was able to piece together his great-grandfather's life, through letters they'd written, journal entries, newspaper articles, and that sort of thing. So it was kind of interesting how he did that. So when I came across this TikTok today about this guy and his 5 wives and 28 children, I was like, oh, I've got to go back and read that and listen to that again, and then go to get my notes from this other guy's presentation to see if there's any correlation, if it was all around the same time or 2 different times, 2 different journeys. So I'm curious to go see if there's a connection between those now too. But so I'm looking forward to reading my articles on Monday, to learn more about this other African American family. That's the main article in the I can see the bottom part of the magazine. I can't see the top part of it, unfortunately. So I can't even. I think it's the Georgia one. I think that one's from Georgia, the Georgia family. What are they? Georgia Genealogy or Georgia Family History, something like that. I belong to so many, I don't know. So I'm curious to see what their main article is for this month, and read about he's a beautiful looking man on the front cover. There's this gorgeous picture of this very distinguished looking African American man there. And I wish I thought to bring it over here, but I didn't. But it's a gorgeous photograph of this beautiful man who looks very distinguished. And so I'm very interested to read his story. So now I get time to do that on Monday. Yay! But anyway, so it's been a very fun day, full of surprises. I mean, getting all my half birthday stuff, finding out about Juneteenth, and getting that off work on Monday. And it's just been having fun with Zeffie opening her bark box. I love it when we get the bark boxes, because I now get down there on the floor with her, and as soon as I get the lid open, she kind of to get in there and see what's in there, and starts pulling out the 2 toys. Although next month she's going to get a surprise, because there's more than 2 toys in her one next month. I did some add-ons, and one of them I wanted to see if we can get a picture of with it, because it's one she's actually got to wear But it's a dual purpose tool. She can wear it and she can play with it. So I'm going to see if I can get it on her to get a picture of it, even if it's only on video, and I've got to go back to the video later on and steal the still off it or something like that. I'm going to see if I can do that. But that'll be a fun one to try. So she got 2 new toys today, 2 bags of treats and the chew sticks. And what else was in there? Oh, that was, and then the whole collection of the dinosaur things. So yeah, but next month she's getting a few more toys. I think I've got 3 toys. I think it was 3 I added on, so she's going to get 5 next month. That's going to be a good unboxing, but that'll be around the middle of the month, which means it's going to miss the 4th of July. Yeah, can't get it here any quicker. Can't get it here in time for the 4th. Oh, and then I get back here at home, and we'd done all the unboxing and all that sort of stuff, and I was sitting down and I was working on some other stuff beforehand before I went to work, before I had lunch and then went to work, and I was checking my email and it turned around and said I got 2 more packages got delivered after I left this morning. And I'm like, seriously, you guys can't like coordinate and get there before 10 a.m. in the morning, which is when I usually get there, and get them delivered? No, they delivered them like around 11 o'clock in the morning after I had left. So now I have 2 new packages sitting there and I don't know what's in them. So that's going to be fun. I like it when I get a notice saying I've got a package. I'm like, but I haven't ordered anything. And I know that they're closed on Sunday. I actually saw the sign today, like Mother's Day, they're closed on Sunday to observe Father's Day. So we have all of that happening this weekend as well. So I'm going to see if I can get on a Zoom with my parents this weekend too. So that'll be fun. Catch up with them. And although my mum and I text every day, so I'm kind of really sort of caught up. But we'll see. We'll see what else we can come up with. But anyway, I'm out of here. It's been an awesome day. A lot of fun today. Oh, and then we started the thing off with part 2 of week 1 of the I Am My Story, which is a course that we're taking through. It's usually a 6-week course, but we're doing it over 12 weeks. We're doing it over the 12 weeks of summer for the 90 days. And it's really cool. And there's some very interesting insights coming out of it. And I'm loving it. Love the videos that we've got to do for the training and everything else. But I didn't get to do this week's homework. So I'm going to catch up on that this weekend too. And I have my mastermind group tomorrow. So I got a full weekend. So I'm glad I've got an extra day off. So now I have a 3-day weekend to help spread out the stuff that I'm kind of packing into 2 days. So anyway, I'm out of here. I got to go walk the DOG in 105-degree heat. The sun has gone down. It was almost completely finished, but I can't see sun off everything. But then it's also very cloudy outside too. So somebody knows I'm getting ready to wrap up because she's standing here next to me. Anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Shake It Up Saturday, where we want you to try something new, get out of your comfort zone. Well, what was it somebody said today, which I thought was really cool? How would you like to extend your comfort zone by gaining new knowledge? I thought that was really cool. Was that the actual word? Something like that. But anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Enjoy the rest of your fun Friday, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow for Shake It Up Saturday. And let's see how much you can shake up your day tomorrow. What new things can you try? What new directions can you take or travel? Can you find a shorter way from point A to point B when you go out driving tomorrow? There's a good one. Can you find a shorter hang on. I hate it when I get here in my can you find a shorter route to go from point A to point B when you've got to go out tomorrow to run some errands? It's a good challenge for you. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hey, konara.